You may have heard a great deal about ways to cope with loneliness. What I want to talk about today, however, is something completely different. Some experts refer to this as the new loneliness. Please do stay tuned to find out what this new concept means and to learn some practical solutions you can apply on your own life journey. Why this loneliness is different. Throughout our lives, we've been taught almost the same things about what life should be like after the age of 60, from our parents, from books, from films, and from many other sources. Our grandchildren would be running about the house, we'd be having large family meals, we'd be going on holidays to enjoy retirement with our partner, and we'd be surrounded by people who love us. But here's what's actually happening across United States right now. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, more than 16 million women over 65 live alone, and a landmark study from the AARP Public Policy Institute found that over a third of adults aged 45 and older report feeling lonely on a regular basis. But the numbers don't tell the whole story. What makes this new loneliness so unexpected is the context in which it arrives. This new form of loneliness is most prevalent among women over the age of 60. In fact, most of the women I'm referring to aren't lonely because they have no one around them. Many of them have adult children, some have grandchildren, they have neighbors, some attend social clubs regularly. However, there is a difference between being surrounded by people and being truly seen by someone, and that gap between presence and genuine connection is exactly where this new loneliness lives. Following years of research, scholars at Harvard University's Human Flourishing Program have found that the quality of our relationships is far more important than their quantity. Relationships that once enriched our lives begin to quietly shrink due to reasons such as retirement, moving, divorce, the loss of a spouse, or our adult children becoming absorbed in their own busy lives. And we're left standing in a room full of people, wondering why we feel so alone. Let us now examine the reasons behind the spread of this new form of loneliness, which is becoming increasingly common, particularly among women over the age of 60, as if it were an epidemic. In doing so, we will also come to understand why it has caught so many of us completely off guard. Then I will share some useful tips on how to handle with this new loneliness. The hole left by retirement. Most of us only realize that the friendships we've built are directly linked to our work once we retire. When the routine we're used to disappears, a social hole emerges that is truly difficult to fill. The feeling of being needed is actually far more important than we realize. The strong woman trap. Almost all the women of our generation were raised up to be self-reliant and not to be a burden on anyone. That is why, when we feel lonely, we usually say nothing. We check to see if everyone else is all right before thinking of our own needs. As a result, we carry this loneliness all on our own. Social media illusion. Social media makes us feel as though we're staying in touch with one another, but scrolling through other people's lives on a screen isn't the same as sharing a coffee with a friend. By replacing genuine closeness with superficial communication, the digital world can actually make loneliness even worse. Our social circles shrink. Maintaining friendships in middle age takes effort, and life constantly throws up obstacles. One friend moves closer to their children, another is busy looking after an aging parent, another is dealing with health issues of her own. Gradually, our circle of friends shrinks. Naturally, opportunities to make new friends are no longer as plentiful as they once were. What actually helps? Let's talk about real solutions, things that have actually been shown to work. Number 1, choose depth over breadth. Stop trying to stay connected to everyone. Instead, identify 2 or 3 people in your life with whom you want a deeper relationship and invest there. Send a text that says something real. Make a phone call just to check in with no agenda. Deep friendships don't maintain themselves. They need regular, intentional tending. Number 2, find a third place. Sociologists use this term to refer to places people visit regularly outside their home or workplace. This place could be a yoga class, a walking group, or a voluntary organization. Women who have a regular third place where they meet the same people every week have told me time and again that they feel less lonely. It doesn't matter what the activity is. What matters is continuing to go there regularly. Number 4, be a beginner again. This might sound a bit odd, but one of the most effective ways to deal with loneliness is to learn something new as part of a group. When you're a beginner, everyone starts on an equal footing. No one expects you to know everything. You can laugh at your mistakes alongside others who are facing the same challenges. It could be a pottery class or a Spanish course. Being a beginner builds bonds surprisingly fast. And number 5, reach out first. We tell ourselves that if someone wanted to see us, they'd call. But the truth is, most people are just as busy and just as uncertain as we are. They're also waiting. A simple, "I was thinking about you, want to have lunch this week?" has launched more beautiful friendships than we'll ever know. Number 5, talk to a professional. Therapy isn't only for people in crisis. It's also for people who want to understand themselves better, work through transitions, and feel less alone. Many therapists now offer telehealth sessions from home, which removes the barrier of transportation and scheduling. The SAMHSA helpline can connect you with local resources, and many community mental health centers offer sliding scale fees. Number 6, get moving. Numerous studies have shown that physical activity is one of the most effective ways to overcome the sense of isolation caused by loneliness. A 20-minute walk has a positive effect on your brain chemistry. The social aspect helps to make this a lasting habit, and the habit itself improves your mood. The deeper truth we need to say out loud. There's something underneath all of this that I think we need to name directly. This loneliness isn't your fault. It is the predictable result of living in a society that glorifies busyness while neglecting the structures that support genuine human connection, and then leaves women over 60 to quietly figure it out on their own. You deserve a life that is rich and fulfilling, a life that is sincere, warm, and meaningful, and with just a little effort, you can certainly achieve such a life. I want to leave you with one small, concrete action. Think of one person, someone you've been meaning to reach out to, someone who used to make you feel like yourself, someone who has crossed your mind lately for no particular reason. Send them a message today, not a long one, just, "Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you really doing?" That's it. That's the whole assignment. Because connection doesn't start with grand gestures. It starts with one honest reach across the quiet. Tell me in the comments, what's one thing that has genuinely helped you feel less lonely? Something you wish someone had told you earlier? Let's build a resource together right here in this comment section. Your answer might be exactly what someone else needed to hear today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. See you in the next video.